The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Panhandle Printing and Design is your full-service local print shop.
With over 50 years of combined experience, we know how to handle all of your printing and design needs.
We can handle anything, from small business cards to wrapping large vehicles. Our in-house design team can do it all. As a staple of this community, we love helping people promote their events, businesses, and anything they're passionate about. Envision, create, and bring your ideas to life with Panhandle Printing and Design.
Most insurance companies see you as a claim number. Most law firms see you as a case file. When their top priority is their bottom line, you only get a fraction of the attention that you deserve. At the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, it's personal. We listen to our clients to see the whole picture, because every part of you is important. For a team built on relationships and results, call Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson at 304 Lawyers, or visit us at burkeandschultz.com.
The following sports special is a broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR, Martinsburg. It's time for the fun of a summertime tradition with Little League All-Star Baseball.
Play ball!
And now, let's go to the ballpark and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team with today's pregame show.
Extra hitter number one, Bentley DeLauder.
Welcome back to Oatsdale Park here in Martinsburg. We get you set for the District 6 10-12 Little League Championship here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 as Jefferson gets ready to take on Mineral County. Dylan Bishop and Nick Verzolini here with you for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Colin McLaughlin back in the studio. A very short, abrupt Skinner Law pregame show here brought to you by Skinner Accident Injury Lawyers, representing accident and injury claims for over 50 years. Go to SkinnerWins.com. It's the District 6 champions, Nick, against, the Area 1 champions and Area 2 champions, Jefferson and Mineral County, here to see who goes to the state tournament as the District 6 champions.
Yeah, obviously we haven't seen Mineral County yet, but they did really well in the Area 2 tournament. Had some big games offensively, had some good pitching performances looking back on their performances. So, we don't really know much about their team, but we saw Jefferson quite a bit, and they were a very fun team to watch. Maybe not the same type of Jefferson team than what we've seen in the past, but still found a way to win. Great pitching, so I'm looking forward to it. You would expect another low-scoring game like we saw in Game 1 earlier, since both teams have their pitching available.
Let's go ahead and take a 1-minute break here. When we come back, we'll get you first pitch. This is Little League Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
I do.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
I can't believe you didn't fill up.
That's double my rent. Not my car.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
You had one job.
It's between girls.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Your starting lineups here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 and the WRNR TV YouTube page are brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring needs? Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009. The away team, Mineral County, will be the first ones to take the batter's box here today at Oatsdale Park for this championship game. Get you their lineup. Batting leadoff, number 33, the second baseman, Kason Kite. Number 32, the catcher, Ashton Laffey, will be batting second. Batting third will be number 22, the shortstop, Walker Smith. In the cleanup spot, number 8, the pitcher, Lance Noel. Number 12, Cage Blackburn in center field will bat fifth, and it's Colin Riggleman at first base, number 10. Brady Sechrist, number 9 at third base. Beckham Dolly in left field, number 24, batting eighth. In the 9th spot will be Mariella Perdue, number 31, extra hitter. Another extra hitter, Paxton Eversole, number 13, will bat 10th. Then it's the right fielder, number 3, Colin Murphy in right field, and number 44, Isaiah Lopez will round things out as another extra hitter. The starting battery for Cody's for Jefferson on the other side will be Anderson Didion on the mound and Lucas Jordan behind the plate. Starting battery brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. Nick, we saw a great outing from Anderson Didion in the area tournament, so should be, I think, probably another low-scoring affair here if it goes like we saw in Game 1 between Moorfield
for sure
and Hedgesville.
Just to put some things into perspective, Moorfield, who we just saw get a 1-0 win over Hedgesville in Game 1, they really were dominating in the area tournament outside of their matchup with Mineral County. Moorfield beat Hampshire 12-2. To advance to take on Mineral County in their first matchup after Mineral County beat Grant County 3-1. Mineral County held that Moorfield team to just 2 runs, and then they advanced. So they only gave up 3 runs in 2 games, which is pretty impressive scoring. They scored 3 in their first games, or pretty impressive pitching, and then they scored 3 in their first game, scored 7 in their second game. So, Mineral held a Moorfield team that put up 12 against Hampshire and put up 18 against Hampshire the second time around to just 2 runs. So a team that scored, 32 runs in the tournament, only 2 of them came against Mineral County. So I think pitching clearly a strength of this team, and I would expect a low-scoring, close game. I mean, this is literally baseball. It's the district championship, so you've had time off. It should be great pitching on both sides.
First pitch getting set here was a ball taken by Kason Kite. First pitch brought to you by the Marius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. And stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Call them at 304-263-4343.
And for Jefferson, it was really the pitching that carried them to this point. They beat Hedgesville 3-1. They beat Martinsburg 3-2. And a 5-0 win over South Berkeley. So not a super high-powered offense throughout the area tournament, but clearly showed the ability to pitch and hold some good offenses in check. So,
and the 1-0 from Didion will be a strike to even the count. The 1-1 from Didion, it'll be taken for ball 2. If you're watching on TV 10 or the WRNR TV YouTube channel, you can see the sun pretty much right in the eye of the batter, and that's why this game is played at 8 o'clock. It's taken for strike 2 is the 2-1 pitch. Played at 8 o'clock so that we can minimize the time that the sun is in the batter's eyes. And the 2-2 pitch is outside, runs the count full.
Yeah, it's kind of like a tough situation because, yes, you could argue, okay, play the game earlier in the day, right, if you truly want to avoid the sun.
Strike 3 called on the full count pitch inside. First strikeout for Didion on the first batter he faces.
But we've had really hot days as well, so a midday game really doesn't benefit you either. So it's kind of like, hey, you played a little bit later. Hopefully the sun only is a factor for a few innings, and then it's not a major factor in these very important games.
Right. The sun is about to poke down under the tree line here behind the outfield. If you played it earlier, I think it'd probably, it would be a little higher up, but still pretty much in the eye line of the batter.
Except you could play like 2 day games, I guess, like midday. I don't know.
Right.
But
first 2 pitches are a ball and a strike, 1-1 count. Next pitch is chopped foul behind the catcher.
It's been really bad over the past few years that they've had games here, so I think it makes sense. I mean, I can remember not even us being able to really tell what was going on because of how bright the sun was and how much it took up, a good portion of the field.
The 1-2 is taken outside. Counts even at 2-2. Didion will throw ball 3 now to Ashton Laffey, the catcher, number 32 in the 2 spot in the lineup. And he'll take strike 3 called. 2 straight strikeouts looking for Mineral County in their first time up to bat.
Yeah, I would expect that we see a lot of those. Like you said, Didion was great in the area tournament, and based off of the numbers that we've seen from Mineral County, I'm sure they got some great pitching on the other side as well. So,
first pitch low and inside to Walker Smith, the shortstop. Ball bounced up in front of Lucas Jordan behind the plate. And the 1-0 is going to be taken for ball 2. The 2-0 from Didion will be outside ball 3. Jefferson defense around the infield, left to right is Cole Willis, Jake Lowry, Austin Corey, and Camden Burke. Left to right in the outfield as this 3-0 pitch is fouled off. Beckner Dupree in the left, Jason Bush Jr. in center, and Braden Kearns in right. Top of the first is brought to you by Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, proudly serving our area since 1880. 3-1 pitch is taken for strike 2. So full count and 2 outs here in the top of the first. Didion steps off.
We've had now 3 straight 3-2 counts, Dylan. So.
And here's another payoff pitch. This is hit into left center field. This one's taken and caught by the left fielder, Beckner Dupree, to complete the 1-2-3 inning. 18 pitches in the top of the first for Anderson Didion. And Jefferson will come up to bat. No hits up on the board for anyone yet. Take a 1-minute break and be back with more Little League Baseball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
WVU Medicine introduces Walk-In Wednesdays. The Human Resources Department at the WVU Medicine Corporate Center in Martinsburg will host Walk-In Wednesdays every Wednesday in July. A WVU recruiter will be on site 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. to answer questions about positions available and assist those who submit applications via Workday. The WVU Medicine Corporate Center is located at 121 Administrative Drive in Martinsburg. Stop by to learn why employees who work here thrive here.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Bottom of the first on Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg and TV 10, brought to you by Orsini's Home Store, not just an appliance store any longer. Visit them at 360 Hack Wilson Way, Martinsburg, or online at orsinis.com. Give you the lineup and battery for the other side here. It'll be Lance Noel on the mound to start things out for Mineral County. He'll be pitching behind the plate. Ashton Laffey will be pitching to Laffey there. Starting lineup for Jefferson goes like this. Jason Bush Jr. will lead things off in center field, number 22. Shortstop, number 2, Jake Lowry, bats second. Cole Willis, number 13, at third base, bats third. The extra hitter, number 1, Bentley DeLauder, will back cleanup. Then it's Anderson Didion on the mound, number 9 in the 5-hole. Camden Burke, number 99 at first base, bats 6th. In the 7th spot, it's left fielder 00, Beckner Dupree. Then it's second baseman, number 4, Austin Corey, batting 8th. In the 9th spot, it's Trenton Smedick, number 87, an extra hitter. Lucas Jordan, number 23, the catcher, bats 10th. Then it's Leighton Carney, 11th. Another extra hitter, number 12. And in the 12th spot is right fielder number 7, Braden Kearns. So here comes Jefferson's first time up against Lance Noel.
And Noel, a tall right-hander, so certainly has, I guess, the look of your typical pitcher that's going to be able to throw hard and have some good stuff out there on the mound. So, and of course, Mineral County choosing him to pitch him in this championship. So.
Right, as the first pitch to Jason Bush Jr. is taken for strike 1. It's not like last game where each team has another game. Even if they win, you win one and you're through to the state tournament as the champions of the district. Second pitch for ball 1.
And even in that situation, you still want to probably throw your best pitcher because
right.
It's going to give you the best chance to keep playing. So,
just there's absolutely no second thought about it in this sort of matchup.
Right,
as the 1-1 is fouled back to the backstop.
There's no extra strategy because, you know, you win, you advance the states, and then you save a bunch more pitching. So
1-2 count to Bush Jr. Noel throws. The fastball is high for ball 2. Bush Jr. in center field for Jefferson, where we've mostly seen him, and the 2-2 is cut on and missed. So it's strikeout looking to start things out for Didion for Jefferson, and Lance Noel on the mound for Mineral County starts things out with a strikeout swinging. That'll bring up Jake Lowry, the shortstop. The first pitch from Noel is going to be a big swing and miss at the breaking ball for strike 1.
Lowry had some big moments in that area tournament.
Absolutely. And strike 2 called on this one. Quick 0-2. And quickly, Noel works again. Takes low ball 1. Across the infield for Mineral County, it's Brady Seacrest at third, Walker Smith at short, Case and Kite at second, and Colin Riggleman at first. The 1-2 is also inside and low. Across the outfield, Beckham Dolly in left. In center, it's Cage Blackburn and Colin Murphy in right. Here's the 2-2. Bush will hit this one the other way and over the first baseman's head for a base hit. A bobble by the right fielder. Big turn from Lowry, but he'll stick it first. And there's our first hit of the game for either side.
Yeah, good contact there. Well hit ball, and now you have a runner on. So depending on how this game plays out, Jefferson has a chance to get that early lead. Now that runner's going to be in scoring position.
That first pitch gets past the catcher for ball 1, and that'll allow Lowry to get to second base.
Yeah, Noel kind of just lost control, it looked like, as it bounced right in front of the plate. Tough play for the catcher, so it sets up Jefferson perfectly here.
Now Cole Willis hits this one the other way to second base, but it's an easy ground ball play for Kite. But it moves the runner over to third with 2 outs, so no sacrifice opportunity. But we just saw a wild pitch, and another one could bring our first run home to score.
Yeah, that's how Moorfield beat Hedgesville today, of all things. So
first pitch to Bentley DeLauder is low for a ball.
Well, it may not always seem with 2 outs to be as big of a deal to have that runner on third. It can be for those exact situations. So, especially at the lower levels, obviously.
1-0 is a big swing and miss.
While it's possible, Major League Baseball, you're probably not going to see a wild pitch too often score a run, but it can. And that's, the fun of the game. So high school, Little League.
Strike one called on the 1-1.
You're going to see a lot more of those opportunities work out for teams.
So 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on third, trying to get our first run of the game in the bottom of the first is Jefferson. And DeLauder will hit this on the ground to shortstop. It'll be Walker Smith with the throw on the first in time for the third out. So Jefferson strands a runner on third base. They get 1 hit for the only hit of the game through 1 full inning. But after the 60-second break, we'll come back for the top of the second, see if Mineral County can get anything going against Anderson-Didion. This is Little League Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
From breathtaking outdoors to unique local eats, world-class geocaching, and thriving local culture, Martinsburg, Berkeley County, West Virginia is where you can live your adventure. Berkeley County offers fantastic outdoor experiences, from our rugged hiking paths to scenic nature paths, public parks, fishing streams, and nature preserves. Cap off your outdoor adventures with a stroll through historic downtown Martinsburg. Join us and immerse yourself in our rich local history and scenic surroundings. Check out upcoming events and plan your adventure at travelwv.com.
Mother Shuckers. Fresh Florida stone crab straight from the boat to your throat. Blue crabs, king, snow, Dungeness, all available year-round. Try and find that anywhere else around here. Homemade soup specials every day. Mother Shuckers is located at 1014 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Mother Shuckers, we have an opinion. If you don't like it, shuck it up, Buttercup. Come on over to Mother Shuckers.
Our top of the second inning is brought to you by the personal injury attorneys Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. Visit burkeandschultz.com. We play hardball. It'll be Lance Noel. Pitcher versus pitcher. Start things in the top of the second. No score from Oakdale Park in the District 6 Little League Championship game. Ball 1 to start off the inning from Anderson-Didion. Dylan Bishop and Nick Verzolini here with you. Colin McLaughlin back in the studio. The 1-0 is another pitch taken low.
And Noel here at the plate, who, again, has that tall frame, so you would presume, some power in his bat. Him being one of the taller kids out there.
Foul ball hit the other way towards right field. Mineral County went down 1-2-3 in the top of the first in an 18-pitch inning from Anderson-Didion. 3-1 now after the ball inside. Just 16 pitches in the bottom of the first from Noel up on the mound. 3-1 is going to be hit the shortstop on the ground and under the glove of Jake Lowry.
Yeah, put it in play, hit it hard, and now
a throwaway going over to first, so Noel's going to be able to get the second base.
Yeah, that hurts if you're Jefferson. You'll take a single or maybe an error even. If you want to, say Lowry probably should have got the glove down and got in front of that one a little bit better. But you'll take one mistake there, but two, you can't really have that. Now it puts a runner in scoring position to lead off the inning. And you probably should have had it out, but at the very least, kept the runner at first.
Blackburn's going to hit this one high and deep in the center field. It hits off the wall. Coming around third and heading home is Noel. He will score. The throw is into second base, got just past Lowry at shortstop, so sliding in safe is Cage Blackburn with a no-out double. First RBI up on the board, first run up on the board. Mineral County takes a 1-0 lead.
Yes, Mineral County with some good power and back-to-back at-bats. You hit one to the wall and right center field after a hard-hit ground ball gets through. And you take the early 1-0 lead. How does Jefferson bounce back now in this defense that didn't have a whole lot of opportunities to make plays with the low-scoring games they were in the first or throughout the area tournament.
The count to Colin Riggleman will start out 1-1. Ball on the first pitch, strike on the second. The 1-1. Hit towards Lowry on the ground. He'll make the play. Throw over to first is in time for the first out, but Blackburn is able to get third base.
And there you see, like, Lowry's definitely capable of making those kind of plays. I mean, he really made that look pretty easy, but it wasn't an easy play at all going, toward third and sliding in there to stab it with the glove and fire to first. So, really good play by the shortstop. He recovers from a misplay earlier, and now there's, an out. So
Brady Sechrist, the third baseman, number 9, come out here, runner on third with 1 out, and there's a pass ball coming home, and tagged out at the plate is Blackburn. Lucas Jordan was able to get back to the ball. Anderson Didion was able to cover the plate in time for the second out.
Yeah, if you're Mineral, you feel like you needed that one. I feel like get that early 2-0 lead. Still just 1 out. Now there's 2 gone, so Jefferson can feel a lot more confident here.
A 1-0's inside.
And that sun is finally going down.
Right, yep. You get about 15 minutes into the game, and
well, I said finally, but it wasn't really too long, I guess. But it just,
right.
When you can
see
the field for the first time.
like we said, that's why they played at 8.
Yeah, no, for sure. It was definitely the right move there.
2-1, outside for ball 3.
We might have even started, a few minutes early.
We did, yeah, a couple minutes early. 3-1 from Didion, who's going to run inside for ball 4. So a 2-out walk. Try to keep things going in this inning for Mineral County. So they've gotten 1 run up on the board, first run of the game.
Yeah, had a shot to possibly add another one, so we'll see if it would have mattered or not if Jefferson can get out of it.
First pitch to Beckham Dolly, left fielders in for strike 1.
Jefferson's had a few things this inning that really haven't gone their way defensively, and that's Minerals taking, for the most part, some advantages.
Dolly takes the 0-1 for a ball.
You don't score on that pass ball, but you do, get some good hits.
Dolly will foul that one into the glove of the catcher for strike 2. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and that's going to bounce in front of Jordan. The runner goes. Nice throw by Jordan down, and they throw him out. Brady Sechrist thrown out, trying to steal second on the ball in the dirt. And that'll take us to the bottom of the second. Mineral County takes a 1-0 lead in the inning, though, on the RBI double by Cage Blackburn. We'll go to the bottom of the second after this 60-second break. This is Little League Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
Anderson Didion will lead off the bottom of the second, brought to you by Berkeley County Health Department, Prevent, Promote, Protect, offering public, clinical, and environmental services at 122 Waverly Court in Martinsburg. He'll take the first pitch from Lance Noel for a ball. It's 1-0 Mineral County after they drive one into the top of the second. And Lance Noel's pitch will be high for ball 2, 2-0. And the next pitch to Didion will be low, 3-0. Only one hit given up by Noel in the first. Got himself one strikeout as well. 2 ground outs. 3-0. Taken for ball 4, 4-pitch walk.
So Jefferson gets that lead runner on, has a chance to get right back into the game. Or I guess you could say like tie the game, not really out of the game at 1-0, but you have a good opportunity here with the leadoff base runner.
Camden Burke up next. He's going to hit the first pitch on the ground. A short chance for 2. Get one at second, and the throw is wide at first base. Burke's going to be able to try to go for second base. They get the throw, and the tag was in time, but the ball comes out of the glove on the tag attempt.
Yeah, I think they had a shot to get him. It was a tough fielding play for, I believe, the shortstop trying to apply that tag. The throw was a little bit offline, so made it a little bit more tougher. But, yeah, you had a shot to turn 2. I think the second baseman rushed his throw a little bit, and then you end up with a runner on second.
Strike taken, and a pass ball gets out of the catcher's glove, so Burke is going to get the third just like that.
Yeah, I mean, felt like, maybe Jefferson was going to hit into that double play and kind of ruin a chance for a little bit of a rally, but really didn't do that much, and now you have a runner on third.
The 0-1, big cut and miss by Beckner Dupree, left fielder. It's a quick 0-2 count to him.
So it'll be interesting to see how Noel bounces back with a runner on third.
He's going to hit this one, kind of bloop it towards second base, but it's caught by Kite, the second baseman.
Yeah, good job. Good job by Kite to kind of make up for his throw on the double play attempt by coming back with a pretty good play on a fly ball that you never know. Maybe it hits some grass and becomes dangerous there, but instead he recovers, gets to the ball, makes a good play, and keeps that runner at third base.
Austin Corey, base hit to opposite field on the first pitch he sees. And that'll be an RBI that drives in Camden Burke and ties the game.
So the early 1-0 lead falls apart here. Jefferson ties it back up. I'm going to see Smedick going.
Yeah, who had a great area tournament, especially pitching, coming in as kind of the closer for Jefferson. Had some timely hits as well.
Yeah, he had a really good tournament and was always very entertaining out there on the field. So
he had a swagger to him, especially on the mound. First pitch he sees will be bounced, but fielded cleanly by the catcher. So we're tied back up at 1 apiece. Runner on first with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Next pitch taken for a strike to even it at 1-1. Next pitch, below, makes it count 2-1. Austin Corey on first base after his RBI single. 2-1 pitch, also outside of the zone. Ball 3.
That's a good at bat here from Smedick.
3-1 from Noel. That'll be ball 4. The 2 runners on with 2 outs.
And at the very least here, Jefferson has extended this inning a little bit after Noel looked really good early, but now we'll have a mound visit as well. So things seem to be going with the momentum back toward Jefferson. And they have 2 on here. There are 2 outs. I think that's probably what Mineral's saying, hey, we got 2 outs. Let's just make some good plays. Also, just go over the defensive assignments here with 2 men on. And the fact that you would have more opportunities to get outs and just make sure everybody's aware of it. I think Noel is fine out there on the mound, but you don't want him to kind of lose his confidence either. So big at bat here, Dylan. Early in this game, Jefferson can take a little bit of a run lead here and continue to build this momentum, continue to show an ability to get runners on against Noel. It could be enough to push them forward, and who knows where they could go from there.
It'll be Lucas Jordan, the catcher. 2 runners on, first and second, and 2 outs. First pitch will be taken for a strike.
And Jordan really made 2 huge defensive plays. The throw he had back to his pitcher to get the out at home, and then the throw down to second to end the inning. Both really good plays overall.
And it's strike 2. Quick throw back to Noel as taking a big lead off of second base after the pitch was Corey, but they'll get him back to the base without throw. 0-2 count. Pitch from Noel. Hit on the ground to second. Kite will field it, throw it to first, and the play is made. Riegelman had to put the glove up against the dirt to grab that one, but he's able to do it. So Jefferson ties it up here in the bottom of the second, gets 1 on, but leaves 2 runners on base. We'll head to the 3rd inning tied at 1 apiece after the 60-second break. This is Little League Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Skinner family has been representing West Virginians for more than 50 years.
We've changed the name of our firm to Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers because we want to be clear about what we do. We represent people who have been in car, truck, and other catastrophic accidents.
We're here to be a voice for the injured and vulnerable, and we take that job seriously with deep commitment to serving our clients wherever they are.
Just Google Skinner Accident Lawyer or visit SkinnerWins.com. We'll treat you like family.
Welcome to CMA's Honda of Winchester, where you can drive an award-winning lineup of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, Accords, Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and more at CMA's Honda of Winchester. Owners just care more. Welcome to CMA's Honda of Winchester, where you can drive an award-winning lineup of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, Accords, Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and more at CMA's Honda of Winchester. Owners just care more.
We move to the top of the 3rd, brought to you by Cody's Auto Body here on Talk Radio WRNR at TV 10. Cody's at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. We're now tied at 1 apiece after Jefferson gets one up on the board.
Yeah, great bounce back inning for the Jefferson offense after some defensive struggles, and then just some good hitting from Mineral County kind of put Jefferson in a hole down 1-0, but they bounced back. They found a way to get a run across, and now we're tied at 1, Dylan. So it's it's really anybody's game, obviously, and should continue to be a good one.
Beckham Dolly's going to hit this one to deep right field and off the glove of Braden Kearns in right center. So getting in at second base will be Dolly, who we saw in the second inning, but we saw Brady Sechrist was thrown out trying to steal second base.
Right, so he gets to finish his at-bat, and he does a great job. Putting some good power behind it. It probably should have been caught out there and right, but still showed an ability to swing, and they're making some hard contact off Didion, so that'll be something to note and keep track of as this game goes on.
Mariella Purdue will step in, take 2 straight balls to start her at-bat. Chance with a runner in scoring position here with no outs, and that's going to be chopped, bounced right up the middle, but getting over and making the play behind second base is the shortstop, Lowry, for out number 1. Runner advances to third, though.
Yeah, Lowry had that one mistake out there in the field, but I don't think we're going to see too many more from him as he, again, makes a really good play. Again, on a ball hit pretty well up the middle, gets to it, shows off the range, and makes a good throw.
That'll bring up Paxton Eversole, who hits one right back to Didion on the ground, and he throws away the throw to first. That's going to allow the runner to score, and Eversole is going to be able to get the second. The ball bounced off of the glove of Didion when it first came back at him, and he picked it up and just kind of rushed the throw to first, and it was wide of Burke.
Yeah, I mean, that little bobble, I think, forced him to rush it, like you said, and allowed Mineral County to get that runner to second. Here's a great bunt.
And it's bobbled by Jordan. There's going to be no play in any base.
And really, it was a really awkward bounce off the turf. Jordan read it well initially, but then it kind of bounced back past his glove and went to his bare hand side. And now Jefferson's just going to, I think, again, kind of calm everybody down, say, hey, we got runners on the corners, 1 out. We're a double play away from getting out of this thing, but obviously Jefferson's had a few balls kind of not really bounced their way. They've made some poor throws. They've had a few missed plays out there defensively, so I think they just need to settle down on the defensive end. Again, Mineral County is doing a good job of putting the pressure on, putting a lot of balls in play, and making it difficult on Jefferson. But Jefferson's also really hurt themselves, it feels like, early in this game. So if they can just cut down on their little mistakes, pitching and everything can get you back into the game. So they're fine. They're only down 2-1, but Mineral has done a nice job of putting the ball in play quite a bit and showing some good power in their bat as well.
Yeah, you're right, Nick. I have Jefferson down for 4 errors so far, and I was generous and ruled that last bunt a single.
I think that's fair because of the way it bounced.
Here's another bunt attempt by Isaiah Lopez, and again, they're just going to hold the ball. Didion looked over to third. There was no play there.
Probably the smart play there because of the small diamond, and of course if he makes a tough throw all the way across his body, they might try to score that runner behind him. So normally you would be able to get an out possibly on that play, but not in that situation. I like the small ball approach here, especially when Jefferson's had these errors.
So Case and Kite, top of the order. Bases loaded with 1 out. In this 2-1 game, Mineral County's taking the lead here in the top of the third. Anderson Didion's gotten himself into a jam, see if he can get out of it. The 0-1 is bounced for ball 1. And the next pitch will also be low. Ball 2. It's Eversole on third, Murphy on second, and Lopez on first. The 2-1. Hit on the ground, so it's Lowry at shortstop. He bobbles it. He's going to be able to throw one, and the ball at second base bounces off the glove of Corey. Throw home, not in time, as the runner from second comes around to score. 2 runs score on the play. It's 4-1 Mineral County.
Yeah, I mean, Lowry bobbles the ball, so obviously you don't love that from your shortstop, but he did recover, and you at least had a good chance to get 1 out, but then the second baseman has the ball go through his glove. So Jefferson just not.
The next one's in play as well over to Lowry. He's able to field that one cleanly. Gets the out at second. Not in time over at first with the double play. So that's a fielder's choice for Ashton Laffey.
Now batting, number 22, Walker Smith.
That brings up Walker Smith, the number 3 hitter. Runners on the corners and 2 outs. Another one hit to Lowry. Again, bobbles it, but he's able to pick it up and, with plenty of time, get it over to second base for the 3rd out. So 3 runs up on the board in the top of the 3rd for Mineral County. Makes it 4-1. They lead as we go to the bottom of the 3rd. See if Jefferson can get any of those runs back. This is Little League Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We'll be back in 1 minute.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all. And Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars, too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
We go to the bottom of the third here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10 from Oatsdale Park in Martinsburg. Bottom of the third is brought to you by the team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results. If you're looking for a home in the tri-state, they have you covered. It's now 4-1 Mineral County. A lot of defensive mistakes from Jefferson have allowed those runs to come across for Mineral County. Looking at it here, only 2 batters for Mineral County haven't put the ball in play. And here's another ball put into play. That'll be Leighton Carney on the first pitch, getting a single into the opposite field.
Yeah, Mineral definitely swinging a pretty good bat overall. Jefferson, though, again, they bounced back last inning. They were up when they were down 1-0. So yeah, I think this team can still work its way back into the game. They haven't shown necessarily a ton of explosiveness on offense, but I think they just need to settle down.
First pitch to Braden Kearns, the right fielder, taken for a strike.
But also, you got to give credit to Mineral. I mean, they've taken the bat off the shoulder. They've put the ball in play, and that certainly helps you out a lot. So,
absolutely. So 1-1 count now. Kearns hit down the right field line. This will just barely be foul as it goes past the bag at first.
Yeah, close, but it was a foul ball down there. And if it would have gone fair, it would have obviously probably, I think, brought home a run with the speed of Jefferson on the base pass. And, of course, that ball probably rolls deep into that corner.
Pitch from Noel, swung. It's a drop third strike as the ball gets away.
No, I think it was.
They're going to say.
Oh, first base was occupied.
Ah, there you go.
So the runner from first can advance to second on the drop third, but of course the batter can't advance since first base was occupied.
There you go. Okay. So 1 down, runner on second now. We'll go back to the top of the order for Jefferson. It's Jason Bush Jr. Takes first pitch for a ball.
Hey, at the very least, if you're the batter, I mean, if you throw off the defense a little bit, it's not the worst thing in the world. Obviously, we didn't have any play at all, but.
Another pitch taken for ball 2.
Yeah, it could have been a big moment there. Still is. It puts the runner in scoring position.
2-0 from Noel. It's going to be outside ball 3. Taking big leads off of the base after pitches is Carney down there at second. Jefferson's been doing that a lot. Trying to put a little pressure on Mineral County. The 3-0. That'll be a cross down the middle for strike 1.
I think they're hoping that Mineral County maybe tries to get a little wild with it, throw it away, or throw the ball around, and
right.
And then you have a chance to advance and kind of steal a run.
3-1. Slow rolling ground ball over to shortstop. Throw made by Smith for out number 2. Runner advances the third on the throw.
But so far, Mineral's been much better defensively and seem a lot calmer with their plays. You see there, like the first baseman, instead of maybe rushing a throw to the pitcher or even trying to throw across the diamond down to third, he runs the ball into the pitcher, which is a smart play. to keep that guy occupied at third base.
The first pitch to Lowry will be in for a strike. Lowry had the first hit of the game in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, it was a well-hit ball. And Mineral hasn't been perfect defensively. They had an error earlier.
And Noel gets another one across for strike two looking. Runner on third for Jefferson as they trail 4-1 here in the bottom of the third. Noel's pitch hit on the ground to second base. Kite will throw over for out number 3. So it's a runner stranded on third base for Jefferson, just like they did in the first inning. So we'll go to the fourth. Mineral County still leads 4-1. We'll take 60 seconds, and we'll come back. More Little League Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
We move to the fourth inning. The top of the fourth is brought to you by Farmers and Mechanics Insurance, reliable coverage since 1877. Call them at 304-263-0809 for a quote today or visit fmiwv.com. Still 4-1 Mineral County. As we move to the fourth, Anderson Didion's fourth inning of work. He's 3 hits and 4 runs so far. First pitch taken for a ball by Lance Noel. A few unearned runs, though, for Mineral County. There's a big swing and miss by Noel. Only 1 walk allowed by Didion so far on 52 pitches. The 1-1 runs inside. Noel got on with an error his first time. And he's going to get on with a base hit this time. And this is going to go into the center field gap, the right center field gap, and it's going to be extra bases. Noel is going to quickly get the second base with a stand-up double.
Now batting, number 12, Kate Blackburn.
Another fast start to the inning for Mineral County. Big swing and miss by Cage Blackburn for his second at-bat. And he had an RBI double in the top of the second. There's the 0-1. It gets past, wild pitch, and Noel's going to hold up. I think he slipped up a little bit in the middle of the base path. Either that or the ball, I think, bounced off of the backstop a little closer to Jordan than he expected it to. He's decided to think twice about third base. The 1-1 is going to be fouled back into the fence. It's 4-1 here in the District 6 championship for 10-12 All-Stars in Little League. Dylan Bishop and Nick Verzolini on the call. Colin McLaughlin back in the studio. This is popped up in the foul territory, going over and making a sliding catch on his near his dugout, near the Mineral County dugout is Camden Burke.
That was an excellent play over there by Burke to slide out and make that catch on the run. Definitely not an easy one to make, but he made a great play there. So
that'll bring back up Colin Riggleman for his second at-bat. 6th spot in the order. Takes first pitch low for ball 1. So a runner on second now with 1 out from Mineral County in their 3-run lead. This will be the 60th pitch from Didion. It'll be outside for another ball. Riggleman grounded out to shortstop in the 2nd inning. Due up after him is Seacrest, Dolly, and Purdue. And he'll take the 2-1 on the outside corner for a strike.
It's a 4-1 lead here for Mineral. A chance to add to it here, which, based off what we've seen so far, feels pretty huge. I mean, Noel's been good on the mound.
A foul ball off to the right field side.
Riggleman's already made some good plays in the field and with his bat, I believe, as well. So
2-2 Riggleman. Another foul ball over to the right field side. Straightened it out a little bit, but not enough. So again, the winner of this game will be the District 6 champion and go on to the West Virginia State Little League Tournament. The loser of this will take on Moorfield tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Strike 3 called on the 2-2. Riggleman ducked out of the way. But it was a breaking ball. Broke back into the zone.
Yeah, it was definitely a weird angle from up here because you just see him duck out of the way. You immediately think, that must have been inside. But kind of looking at it, I guess, again in some ways, or kind of rethinking how that ball came across the plate, it was a strike. It was just a weird play.
First pitch of Seacrest's at bat is hit foul towards first base. Seacrest drew a walk in his first at bat and then got caught stealing. He's going to hit this ball into center field, and it's going to drop in front of Bush. It's also going to hit off of his legs, so easily scoring on an RBI single is Lance Noel, and it's 5-1 Mineral County.
Number 24, Phantom, Dolly.
So now a 4-run deficit for Jefferson. Try to overcome. They have 3 more at-bats, 4th, 5th, and 6th. First pitch to Dolly taken for strike 1.
Yeah, I mean, been a great game for Mineral County so far. You find a way to add to that lead. Now, a 4-run lead, you're definitely pretty confident in how you've played.
Now a 1-1 count. Dolly's going to take a big cut, swing through that one for strike 2. A run on first and 2 outs for Dolly. Didion, started walking off the mound for that one. Thought he got strike 3 on the outside corner, but not quite. So it's ball 2 instead. This 2-2 is going to run inside to fill up the count 3-2.
Even though that one was inside, it was a lot closer than it looked like it was initially going to be. So Didion's found some good movement with those pitches.
And then that'll be ball 4 outside.
But unfortunately, defense has kind of let him down a little bit. Obviously, it doesn't really feel like he's pitched to a 5-1 game at this point, but you have that, at this level. And how do you kind of recover? Maybe you make the change now because you just gave up the walk. And you do have another game tomorrow if you do lose, so it's not the end of the world. But you maybe want to try to save some extra arms if you need to tomorrow. I don't know.
He is at 72 pitches.
So I guess that doesn't help you probably because you can't go tomorrow anyway. But
this looks more like a mound visit at the moment.
yeah, no, I think they're going to keep him out there at this point. He's already thrown, like you said, 72. Maybe if he was in range to pitch, but obviously at this point in the game, you wouldn't be in range most likely. So, or if you had, a longer tournament, those things all would possibly change the factors in it. But in this case, I think you're going to leave him out there at least for another at bat. If you end up giving up a hit here, then maybe you see the end of Didion's day.
Mariella Purdue will take the first pitch for ball one. She grounded out the shortstop and advanced the runner from second to third first time around. And she's going to hit one right around the same area. Jake Lowry is going to be able to field it and step on second base for the force out to retire the side. But another run up on the board for Mineral County. It's now 5-1 they lead. Jefferson comes back up in the bottom of the fourth with a 4-run deficit to make up after this 60-second break. This is Little League Baseball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
I do.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
Can't believe you didn't fill up.
That's double my rent. Not my car.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
You had one job.
It's between girls.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
Bottom of the fourth, brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Go to fordofhagerstown.com. 5-1, Jefferson trailing Mineral County here in the District 6 Little League Championship game. So another run added on by Mineral County. But just 9 outs to make up 4 runs. At the very least, it's 4 runs. Obviously, Mineral County has more chances to add on.
Yeah, you wonder how Jefferson, possibly works their way back into this game. At a 5-1 deficit, they still have some outs to work with, and they still have some time, but not looking great early on here.
It's now a 1-1 count to Cole Willis.
You got 9 outs to work with, so.
It's ball 2 taken now. Lance Noel. 49 pitches so far. Here's strike 2 for pitch number 50. Through 3 innings pitch, he's given up just 3 hits, 1 run, struck out 2 and walked 2. And there's a big swing and miss by Willis. Strike 3. Out number 1 here in the fourth.
Even if Jefferson doesn't come back here, I think it will be important, especially for tomorrow, for them to continue to stay locked in, continue to, fight back. And obviously, it's tough at this age, talking about 10 to 12-year-olds, that locked in may be a little bit of a stretch, even though obviously they like to compete and they want to win and go far. But you just hope that they continue to keep their confidence and, believe in their abilities to get on and put up runs.
Ball 2 taken now by DeLauder. Noel Throws that one in the dirt, but it's swung on by DeLauder for strike one.
Because it does seem like with a lot of these swings that they're a little bit frustrated. Probably not taking the best hacks. I mean, part of it is, Noel's obviously a pretty good pitcher.
3-1 count now. One pitch by DeLauder, or to DeLauder. Another swing and miss. Strike two. Here's the full count pitch. Outside, ball four. Drawing the walk is DeLauder.
Now batting, number 9, Anderson.
So that's one runner on with one out. See if Jefferson can cut back into this lead. First pitch is a wild pitch. And quickly getting it, throwing it down to second, and getting the runner out is Ashton Laffey behind the plate.
Yeah, close play down there at second. I mean, Jefferson tried to get a runner in scoring position. It was a good throw from the catcher. And a good tag as well. I'm not 100% sure if they got him, but, obviously second base umpire has a better angle. It looked like they might have just barely got that tag in. So, great play from Mineral.
1-1, low for ball two.
And if you're Jefferson, you continue to say, well, obviously you want to be aggressive and put a guy in scoring position, but also you're running out of outs to play with. So,
ball three taken.
Catcher's running into the okay, he's still getting the ball. I thought he was going into the dugout. So, luckily there was nothing there. I just didn't realize the ball was over there.
3-1, taken for ball four.
Now batting, number 99, Camden Burke.
Two outs, runner on first here. And the first pitch is in the dirt from Noel. Another wild pitch. Advancing to second base will be Didion. And another wild pitch, two in a row. Didion moves up to third.
Yeah, I mean,
we're at 64 pitches for Noel. So
he's got room to work with. May or may not get through the full 6 innings, but no movement from Mineral County in terms of coming out and talking to him here, but he has gotten a little bit wild.
It's a third one pass, but Didion is going to hold up. You can just kind of tell the demeanor has changed from Noel. I think he's lost his confidence. You'll see if he can get it back. It's 3-0 to Burke now, who got on base with a fielder's choice and an error last time, and that's going to be 4 straight balls. Another walk, 3 straight walks given up by Noel.
And the Noel body language isn't great right now. So
no, not at all.
I don't know if he's just not feeling it anymore, if he's just frustrated. Maybe you think about making a change. I mean, he's kept you in it so far, and you still have a good lead. So I wouldn't panic, but I just feel like Noel and the body language isn't telling you a whole lot of good things. So if you can calm him down and get him to, refocus here and get back on his game, I think he'll be fine. Again, it's a 4-run lead, so you're not panicking here. But again, Jefferson also is a really good team. You know, they have 2 guys on, so one swing of the bat, you never know. Maybe it becomes a 5-2, 5-3 game, and it starts getting a little bit closer. And even, I don't think Dupree necessarily has home run power, but I don't know for certain. So we'll see. But I think Noel just needs to lock back in, trying to find his ways to get his pitches back across the plate. His defense, for the most part, has played well behind him. So just pitch with confidence, I think, is the key here. It looks like we're going to see a bunt attempt, possibly.
Squaring around and then pulling it back is Beckner Dupree.
Yeah,
maybe just a tactic to try to throw off Noel on the mound a little bit.
Yeah, and it also gets the defense moving a little bit.
And Dupree's going to swing away and get a single and past the right fielder, Colin Murphy, and to the wall. Sending the runner around and sliding into third base as the throw comes in there. With an RBI triple is Beckner Dupree.
2 RBI triple.
Yeah, you're right. Excuse me. 2 RBI triple. It's 5-3.
Right. I mean, hey, went opposite field and had some good power behind it. You see the speed on the base pass. It was a good play by Mineral County to go to third because I don't think they had a chance to go home with it and possibly try to get that out at third. Now we're having a conference out here. I don't know exactly.
Are they looking to see
here?
if maybe Dupree didn't step on second base?
It's the only thing I could really think of.
I think they're going to say there's no evidence that he didn't. They're going to let the play stand from what it looks like.
Yeah, so, I mean, Jefferson's right back in the game. I mean, 5-3. So this is what you like to see. Even if they don't come back and win, they've shown the ability to fight back, get back in the game, and now the mentality completely changes. It goes from, hey, I don't know if we really have a shot in this one, to we're only down 2. We got a runner on third. There are 2 outs, but anything can happen.
Ball 1 taken high.
And I don't know the pitching depth for Mineral County, but I might have already taken Noel out just because his body language was really bad. But now I'm definitely thinking about it at 5-3.
Now a ball taken low. 2-0.
Like I said, you had a 4-run lead, but you were still, one swing of the bat away from possibly making it a much closer game. And we saw that with the Dupree triple.
Noel's going to swing through.
Yeah, I don't like that necessarily there on 2-0, and we know he struggled
Corey
a little
swings
bit.
through.
We all knew what you meant, though.
Yeah, Corey with an RBI single in his first at-bat.
Yeah, here on a 3-1 count, 3-1, you want to make sure you don't swing at anything that's not your pitch.
3-1's fouled off over the first base dugout. 3-2.
And if you're Jefferson, you'd love to just at least make it this inning a 5-4 game and then have plenty of time to get back into it and take a lead. Especially with this runner on third. You don't want to strand that guy.
Corey's going to foul off another one.
Because you've creeped back into this point and don't know how many more opportunities you'll have.
And another foul ball. As Corey works. Up to 75 pitches now is Noel.
Well, you love the at-bat and just the approach from Corey here. Fighting off pitches. For the most part, had a good eye. Maybe one of his swings wasn't the best, but still 3-2 count here. Great battle.
And this is a bouncer in front of the plate. 6th walk. 4th of the inning from Lance Noel.
And Mineral County is continuing to let him stay out there, at least for now. They might have called time. There we go. Yeah, I feel like Noel just has lost his confidence, has lost his control a little bit. He pitched really well through the majority of this game, but when things started to go bad, they just kind of went bad in a hurry for him. And now with 2 on, I mean, Smedic at the plate. We know he's been great for Jefferson so far in this Little League tournament with the area tournament performance, and now we're here in districts. A lot that could go down here, Dylan, so excited to see how it plays out. I mean, we got a good game. All of a sudden, what felt like kind of a game that Mineral County was maybe just going to cruise to a 5-1 victory. Jefferson continued to fight and continued to show what we really expect in this tournament, and what we've seen throughout the area tournaments as well, as teams really are never out of it. So
we'll take a 30-second break as it looks like Walker Smith is going to come in from shortstop to pitch. It's Little League Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
Pitching changes brought to you by Small One Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution at 121 Administrative Drive in Martinsburg. Call them at 304-263-3361. It's Walker Smith coming in to relieve Lance Noel. Comes in from shortstop, and it's just a straight swap. Noel goes out to shortstop himself. It's runners on the corners. 2 outs here. The bottom of the 4th inning in the District 6 Little League 10-12 All-Stars Championship game. Jefferson tying run on first base. A go-ahead run at the plate. Trenton Smedic will be the first batter to face Walker Smith. And it's a wild pitch. First pitch. Holding up at third will be Beckner Dupree, but easily advancing the second will be Corey from first base.
Yeah, good base running there to stay at third, and then Corey taking second.
A 1-0, swing and a miss, strike one.
Smedic's thinking, let's make it 6-3 or 6-5.
Right.
Big swing there.
He wanted to send that one over the fence for sure. We get time called quickly by the umpire. And the 1-1 is fouled back into the fence behind home plate. So Smith's gotten it to 2 strikes. A favorable count, 1-2. Trying to strand 2 runners on. But Jefferson wants to try to drive in and tie this game. Here's the 1-2. Outside, ball 2. And this is on the ground towards second base and off the glove of Kason Kighton into right center field. Both runs will score. The game is tied at 5 apiece. Smedic goes to second base on the throw into the infield. And we've got a whole new ball game.
I mean, of course, Smedic's coming through. Like he's done it throughout the area tournament. He does it here. Ties the game at 5. He's in scoring position with good heads-up base running to advance to second on the throw. And Jefferson, it felt like maybe Jefferson's body language wasn't all the best, and maybe some of their approaches at the plate weren't the best. But that really changed with a few good at-bats, a few hits here and there, and they find their way on the base paths. And now you got
a wild
runner
pitch.
At third, possibly.
There's a throw down, and it's in time. Smedic tried to make it the third. That's the third out, but Jefferson puts up 4 to tie the game at 5 as we move to the 5th inning here in the District 6 Little League Championship. This is Little League Baseball and Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The WVU Heart and Vascular Institute is pleased to announce that thoracic surgery with Dr. Shalini Reddy is now available in Martinsburg at WVU Medicine Berkeley Medical Center. Dr. Reddy has practiced thoracic surgery in the region for over 8 years and offers robotic laparoscopic surgeries for the lungs, esophagus, and more. For more information about thoracic surgery in Martinsburg, check us out online at mywvuheart.com.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
We move to the 5th inning. The top of the 5th, brought to you by L.A. Roberts Jewelers, committed to excellence in quality, design, and craftsmanship, located at 146 North Queen Street in Martinsburg. We're tied at 5 after a 4-run outburst from Jefferson in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch of the inning is a pop-up, easily caught by Paxton Eversole for out number 1.
Number 3, Colin Murphy.
Jason Bush Jr. now on the mound to start this inning off. His first pitch to Colin Murphy before strike. And this second pitch of the at-bat is grounded right back to Bush, and he throws it on for out number 2. Quick 2 outs.
I like the move going to Bush here. Didion gave you some good innings. I mean, he kept you in the game. Again, the defense behind him wasn't always the best. We know Bush can pitch great as well, so Jefferson has the pitching to keep this a 5-5 game. The question will be, can their defense step up behind the pitcher, and, of course, can they come through at the plate? And it does feel like, they have the momentum right now. I don't know the pitching depth of Mineral County, but the momentum is clearly on Jefferson's side.
It's a 2-0 count to start out to Isaiah Lopez. The next pitch will be inside for a ball as well. A 3-0 count. Ball 4. 4-pitch walk from Bush after a great start to the first 2 batters.
It was a good at-bat. I mean, they kind of came in and they didn't really see a whole lot of pitches from Bush, and they took some early hacks at him, so I think it was a smart idea there to be a little bit more patient at the plate, get it back to the top of the order now for Mineral County. And Jefferson had its rally kind of begin with 1-2 outs, so something could happen here for Mineral.
First pitch to Kite at the top of the order now, again. It's taken for ball 1. Kite's 0 for 1, struck out looking, and then an error got him on base in his second at-bat in the 3rd inning. Ball 1-1 now, or excuse me, strike 1. After a ball in the first pitch. Bush, there's a nice line drive in the left and a great play, snow coning. The ball into his glove in left field is Beckner Dupree.
That was amazing.
2 RBI triple in the last half inning, and now a great play to potentially save a run here in the top of the 5th.
I think for sure we were going to possibly see a triple, maybe even inside the park home run there, but a great play by Dupree.
With that, we will take a 1-minute break, and now Jefferson comes up with a chance to take the lead. Reversal of fortune, perhaps, as we go to the bottom of the 5th. This is Little League Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Lucas Jordan will start off the bottom of the 5th, brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring needs? Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009 or online, tripsfloorstanding.com. Lucas Jordan squares around the bunt. His first pitch that he sees from Walker Smith. And he'll have to duck out of the way of the second one. 2 straight balls. 2-0. And now it's 3-0. Things have turned around a bit for Jefferson. Strike one. Jordan, I think he thought he had his 4-pitch walk there. There's the next pitch. Wiggles the bat around, but it's a strike. Right down the middle from Walker Smith. Lucas Jordan grounded out to second base and is only at bat so far. 3-2, called strike 3. Smith works it back from 3-0 to a strikeout.
Number 12, Leighton Carney.
It's going to be interesting to see here, Dylan, if Jefferson can pull through and take the lead after a great rally last inning.
That'll bring up Leighton Carney, who had a single and is only at bat. Takes strike one to start off this one. Strike 2 called. The ball pops out of the glove of the catcher, Laffey. Jefferson trying to get something going here in the 5th with the bottom of their order. 10, 11, 12. Through the order. That's Jordan, Carney, and Kearns. The 0-2 is high and inside for a ball. Then get someone on base that can flip it over to the top of the order. This 1-2 will be fouled straight back. Five to 5 our score in the bottom of the 5th. Another 1-2 pitch taken outside for ball 2. It's a District 6 championship in West Virginia, 10 to 12 All-Stars Little League. 2-2 pitch taken for ball 3. The count runs full. The winner of this game goes on to the West Virginia State Little League Tournament. The loser tries to be the runner-up tomorrow against Moorfield. Strike 3 called. 2 straight strikeouts looking for Jefferson.
And I mean, that's the thing. Like, yeah, you have the guarantee of you get to play tomorrow, but a win, and you're guaranteed to play for state. So you can kind of feel that in the air and how this game has played out so far, that both teams clearly want that advantage of heading to states already instead of having to play an extra game, and you never know what happens.
Kearns takes ball 1. Start off his at-bat, struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Smith's pitch is going to be fouled off into the night sky over the third base dugout. It was 4 runs in the last inning. Bottom of the 4th for Jefferson to come back from down 5-1. Another foul ball, nearly to the same spot.
And it really didn't feel like that was going to happen at all, but that's kind of the magic of Little League and just baseball in general. You're never really out of the game. There's no time limit in baseball.
1-2. Taken outside. 2-2 count with 2 outs.
And, Noel was pitching really well. I think he lost his confidence. We were sitting there at 5-1, the debate of maybe you take him out a little bit earlier. But
strike 3 called. Braden Kearns, that ball started running inside. He thought it was going to run in and hit him, but it gets across the inside corner. Or at the very least, according to the umpire. Didn't have a good angle on it myself up here in the press box. But that's strike 3, and that's out number 3. That's 3 strikeouts. Striking out the side is Walker Smith. Gives Mineral County a chance to take the lead back in the top of the 6th. We'll be back for that after this 1-minute break. This is Little League Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
We move to the top of the 6th, tied at 5. Jefferson brings in the closer, Trenton Smedick, onto the mound to try to keep this tied. Top of the 6th is brought to you by Parsons Ford, 1400 Shepherdstown Road, and online at parsonsford.com. They became number 1 by making you number 1 first. Parsons. Again, it was a 4-run bottom of the 4th from Jefferson that got them back into this and tied it up. So if they can send Mineral County down without a run, they'll have a chance to win it in the bottom of the 6th.
I guess technically they have that chance no matter what.
They do, yes, that's true. But they won't be
yes,
down to their last 3 outs if they don't get any runs. You're right about that, Nick.
Yes, I understand obviously what you're saying, but they have that opportunity and great guy on the mound to be pitching here. Smedick has been awesome throughout the area in the early part of the district tournament.
Start off with a 2-1 count to Ashton Laffey. This is going to be hit into shallow left center field. It's going to drop down for a single. Taking a wide turn as Dupree and Bush Jr. had a little bit of miscommunication on who was going to grab that one off of the ground. But going back to first with just a single is Laffey.
It took a little bit of an in-between hop, so it was kind of a weird play. I think it was overall a good play by the outfield because even though Dupree didn't get to it, Bush out there in center did a good job of backing him up.
Strike taken to start the at-bat for Walker Smith, who's 0 for 2 so far. Flew out the left field and had a fielder's choice to end the third.
Especially because a lot of times whenever something lands a little bit short out there in the outfield or the outfielder misplays it at this level, you're going to see it roll to the fence. So to avoid that at any time and hold them to a single, you'll take that defensively.
After a ball, there's strike 2 called on the off-speed pitch.
Mineral County, though, I mean, they've consistently put the ball in play.
And this will be a foul ball.
So, it wouldn't shock me if they'd be able to take a lead, even though, like we said, Smedek's been so great pitching-wise. But they've proven to challenge this Jefferson defense throughout in what's been just a great baseball game overall.
A line drive bounces through the infield for a single just past the diving glove of Lowry at shortstop.
I mean, there you see it again. Good contact. Lowry's not going to be able to get to that one with how hard it was hit. We're in kind of the heart of the order for Mineral. And you have Noel up with 2 guys on. We know he kind of lost a little bit of his confidence earlier. What can he do with the bat? Maybe make up for some of the things where he felt like he didn't have his best stuff on the mound.
He's going to foul off the first pitch. He got on with a throwing error in his first at-bat, and then a double in his last at-bat in the 4th inning. The line drive through the infield that got all the way to the wall. Runner on first and second, no outs. The next pitch comes in for a ball. Tied up at 5. Jefferson trying to keep it tied to avoid being down to just 3 outs remaining. Here in the top of the 6th. Next pitch is outside. 2-1's the count. It's Laffey on second and Walker Smith on first. Noel tries to hold back his swing. He's not able to. 2-2 on the check swing. Strike. Off-speed pitch again from Smedek. Gets him chasing. Now the 2-2. Another off-speed pitch. Swing and a miss. Smedek's fired up. Gets the first out of the inning.
Well, that was huge because, you could probably argue that Noel should have laid off both of those. And he's probably sitting on first base and then the bases are loaded with nobody out. But instead, he takes some healthy cuts at him. Smedek, I think, knew that he had him the first time fooled, so he went to it again. And it worked out well. So now, confidence is back for Jefferson, even though there's 2 guys on. You have 2 outs, or you have 1 out, so you have a good chance, I feel like, still to get out of the inning unscathed. But if you are Mineral County, you got to continue to have a good approach at the plate and see if you can put the ball in play.
Strike 2 taken by Cage Blackburn. 0-2.
Like we said earlier, they've really challenged this Jefferson defense throughout the game. So
here's a foul ball on the first 0-2.
If you can keep that up, you'll have a shot. If not, if you take some bad cuts or maybe even just look at some pitches, Jefferson's pitching is good enough to throw strikes and challenge you. So
another 0-2 from Smedek. Breaking ball. Leaning out of the way to just Blackburn. It started to cut back inside, but not enough to actually get over the plate.
Yeah, the way he threw that in there almost looked like he was going to hit him for sure.
Here's a 1-2.
Because he kind of sidearmed it a little bit. He didn't really bring it with his typical motion.
Smedek looks in for the sign. Here's another 1-2. He struck him out. Swing and a miss at another breaking ball. Two straight strikeouts by Smedek after putting the first 2 batters of the inning on.
So we'll see. I mean, yeah, you felt good if you're Mineral County with 2 out and nobody out.
Brings up Colin Riggleman. First pitch way outside. Riggleman's 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout looking. The 1-0. This is hit into the air, center field. Underneath it is Bush Jr. making the catch. And retiring the side, leaving 2 runners on base. So Smedik gets 2 runners on base, but he strands them, gets the job done. Game is still tied. Jefferson with a chance to win it in the bottom of the 6th after the 60-second break. This is Little League Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
When you're looking for the perfect gift, look no further than L.A. Roberts Jewelers at 146 North Queen Street in downtown Martinsburg. Choose from a huge selection of unique items, from the finest diamonds that make your eyes sparkle to exquisite timepieces, figurines, and collectibles. Buying from L.A. Roberts Jewelers means that you've made the decision to do business with people who've excelled in the industry for more than 100 years. They'll be here tomorrow when you need them, and if you need your jewelry or your watch repaired, they'll do that too. L.A. Roberts in downtown Martinsburg. Old World Jewelers for a new age.
One of the questions lawyers get asked the most is, what is my case worth?
I'm Steven Skinner, and this is my brother Andrew with Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers.
The truth is, it's very difficult for a lawyer to pinpoint a number because every case is different.
We get to know each situation and we'll give you an idea of what your case is worth and why.
The sooner we get involved, the better we can do getting you the compensation you deserve.
Google Skinner Lawyers or go to skinnerwins.com. We'll treat you like family.
We go to the bottom of the 6th here in the District 6 championship game. For Little League, the 10-12 All-Stars. We're tied at 5 here between Mineral County and Jefferson. Jefferson has the top of the lineup up to bat. 1, 2, 3, Jason Bush Jr., Jake Lowry, and Cole Willis to try to win District 6 and move on to the West Virginia State Little League Tournament.
Well, it's been a great comeback, and both teams have played really great baseball throughout. Even though some plays here and there, haven't always been the best. We've had a lot of errors, it feels like. At the end of the day, it's been a close game. Big moments teams have came through on both sides, and it's been pretty enjoyable baseball. So
Bush Jr. squares around, gets a bunt down in the foul territory.
I like the idea, though, because if he does get that fair, he's probably going to beat that out with, the third baseman not expecting a bunt there initially. It was kind of a late bunt attempt from Bush, so I like the idea. It just didn't quite work out. He can do it again if he wants. He's got 1 strike on him, but now the third baseman is aware of it, so.
Next pitch is ball 2. This is hit the other way towards shortstop, off the glove of Lance Noel. It's a leadoff base runner for Jefferson.
It's a tough play for Noel. He's a taller shortstop, so clearly he has the range to get to that ball. But then, to get down and field it may be a little bit more difficult with the backhand. So hard hit ball, takes a little bit of a weird bounce. And, hey, Jefferson now has that lead run on, or winning run on first, so they're in a good position.
Jake Lowry's going to take a big swing, but cut through it for strike 1.
And Lowry's shown the ability to fight his way on and put good contact throughout the game.
There's a ball. It's 1-1 now. Here's ball 2. Jake Lowry had a single in the bottom of the first and ground out in the bottom of the third. The winning run is on first base with no outs. Here's a 2-1. This is going to be fouled back over the press box. Evens count at 2-2. This is chopped. Pretty much just in front of the batter's box. It stays foul. Laffey touches in foul territory before it can go anywhere.
I'm a little surprised we didn't see a bunt here.
A little bit, but I guess they're trusting the top of their order here to swing through. And he swings through this one for strike 3, does Lowry. So, well, perhaps they should have went with a bunt.
I mean, it would have put a runner in scoring position if you get it down. Now, I don't know how much they practiced it. Maybe Lowry isn't a great bunter. Maybe they like his bat a little bit better to swing.
Cole Willis will swing and miss at the first pitch. Willis is 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout.
Or maybe they just feel like overall, well, here's Willis showing bunt. Now he's going to pull it back. Brought that third baseman up a little bit. So some mind games being played.
Next pitch is inside for ball 1.
But bunting here with 1 out I don't like as much as bunting with no outs. So it is a little bit surprising.
Ball 2.
I mean, we saw Mineral County really execute the small ball. We haven't really seen that too much from Jefferson, I feel like. They've been more of a swing away type of team.
2-1 pitch. Willis is going to foul this one back. It's going to bounce off the fence and right back to Walker Smith. Looks back at the second base umpire to say, hey, can this count as an out? But it sure can't. So,
no.
2-2.
But it'd be nice, I guess.
There's another breaking ball. Swing and miss, strike 3. Willis frustrated with himself.
I mean, it's a great pitch. And sometimes, that happens. So. Well, we'll see. We could have extras on our hands, Dylan.
Bentley DeLauder will try to make sure that's not the case. 2 outs here in this 5-5 game. Ball 1. And still the winning run. Jason Bush Jr. on first base here with 2 outs. Walker Smith with the 1-0. Big swing and miss by DeLauder. Bentley DeLauder grounded out the shortstop in his first at-bat. Drew a walk in his second. Both of those were against Lance Noel. First time he faces Smith on the mound. Here's the 1-1. He'll be taken inside. It's Anderson Didion on deck, who's drawn 2 walks in 2 at-bats. If DeLauder is able to continue the inning.
Bush has really good speed.
Strike 2 called.
You do see 2 Minerals playing pretty far up in terms of the outfield, trying to play like a no doubles defense, I guess you could call it.
2-2. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground, one hop and past the glove of Noel. And moving to third on the throw is Bush Jr. Heads up base running by him.
Yeah, exactly. Great base running. I think part of it was he took kind of a big stretch, but he saw the outfielder, or a big turn, I should say. He saw the outfielder throw behind, and then he took third. So
Noel didn't get in front of the ball, tried to sidestep it, grab it from just lean over the glove over to his side and grab it, and misjudged the bounce. And it went right past his glove.
It's hit pretty well.
That's why they tell you, get your body in front of the ball.
Yeah, because at the very least, if you bobble it, then it heads up into your chest, and maybe you can make a throw.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't get in front of it like you see there, then it may hit off your glove, and you don't have another opportunity at it.
There's Anderson Didion. Takes a strike for the first pitch of the at-bat. Didion was the starting pitcher for Jefferson. Struggled a little bit. Gave up the 5 runs, although it was some defensive problems behind him.
Yeah, not sure exactly how many of those would have been earned, but.
Here's a ball. Evens the count at 1-1, but Didion has a chance to come through. Maybe not the winning pitcher,
But
perhaps he can drive across the winning run. Here's the 1-1 from Smith. And the fastball is outside, just barely for ball 2.
And the other thing is you had that runner on third, so we're a wild pitch away, Dylan.
Right.
And we know it's certainly possible.
Bush has some speed.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And Walker Smith's actually thrown a good bit of wild pitches, or at least he did when he first came in the game. Here's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. So Smith, again, just one strike away from getting out of it and extending this to extra innings. But 60 feet away is a district championship winning run for Jefferson.
That was a great pitch. Clearly fooled the batter, Didion.
Smith readies. Here's the 2-2. Outside, the count runs full.
Good job by the catcher to keep that one in front because that was a little wild. It was in the other batter's box.
You've got one open base to work with, second base. A walk would load the bases. Here's the full count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Walker Smith gets out of the jam and will go to extra innings. Still tied at 5, Mineral County and Jefferson looking to try to win the district championship and move on to the state tournament. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back for the 7th. This is Little League Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg has over 100 new vehicles in stock and on the way. We've got a great selection of your favorite models, like the new 2024 Tacoma. Towing your boat or camper? Check out a new 2024 Tundra and get up to $5,500 off MSRP. Need better gas mileage? Check out the iForce Max Tundra and save up to $7,000 off MSRP. And every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care and our lifetime powertrain warranty. Visit us online at cmastoyotaofmartinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
We go to extra innings here from Oatsdale Park in the District 6 championship game. Dylan Bishop and Nick Verzolini on the call. Colin McLaughlin back in the studio for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. First pitch from Smedic of the inning is swung through and missed by Brady Sechrist. Sechrist is 1 for 1 with a walk and a RBI single. The next pitch is fouled off for strike 2. Smedic put 2 runners on base in last inning and then was able to get out of the jam. The 0-2 was hit on a line right at the second baseman, Austin Corey, for the first out.
Good play. Jefferson defense starting to step up a little bit. We saw some difficult plays from them early on in the game. I think nerves played a big factor. We've now seen some great defensive plays. You saw Dupree out there and left. Probably save a run there. You save a hit with the defensive play from Corey.
Swinging through the breaking ball to start this at-bat is Beckham Dolly. Reach base on error and a walk. There's 2 at-bats so far. Second pitch will be outside for a ball. Counts evened up at 1-1. Again, a 5-5 game, extra innings. The District 6 championship. The 10-12 Little League All-Stars. Next pitch is fouled off. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Smedic, and another off-speed pitch fools another batter. Strike 3, swinging, goes down. Beckham Dolly. Third strikeout for Smedic. That'll bring up Mariella Purdue. She's 0 for 2. 2 ground outs to shortstop. First pitch, she's going to hit the other way on a line towards the Jefferson dugout. knocks a Gatorade bottle off of the ledge on the other side. Lefty sets back in the batter's box. Here's the pitch from Smedic. It's another ground ball towards Jake Lowry at short. And the throw is on and in time for out number 3. Jefferson retires the side in order. We'll have another chance to win it in the bottom of the 7th after this 1-minute break. This is Little League Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
I like the layout of the course very much. I think it challenges the low handicappers and is very playable for the mid and high handicappers.
All different levels can play on this course.
I think it challenges you from the get-go.
And the first tee program here is one of the best, if second to none. It is the best in the state of West Virginia.
The men have a league, the women have a league, the kids have things going on. Like, it really is kind of the whole package here at Locust Hill. Everybody's very welcoming.
Love the folks here that play golf. Got a lot of great relationships and friendships with people here.
You know, sometimes you can only judge a course by their members. We have a great core membership here.
I was able to build some fantastic relationships here, and that's why I've been here for 30 years. When you join any club, you're joining to play golf, but you're really paying for the experience. And the experience here at Locust I found to always be a good time and a fun affair.
To schedule a tee time, become a member, or see upcoming events, visit www.locusthillgolfcourse.com or call us today at 304-728-7300.
We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's Jefferson's first chance in extra innings to end this one and be the District 6 champions. Dylan Bishop and Nick Verzolini with you on the call. Colin McLaughlin back in the studio. Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Camden Burke. That was third at bat. Start off the 7th. Strike 1 thrown by Walker Smith. I believe looking at the scoreboard, that was the 51st pitch by Smith. The next pitch is a foul ball. Smith came in the 4th inning in relief of Lance Noel. And I see now that Noel has been taken out of shortstop and moved to center field. Try to figure out who's the shortstop now. Cage Blackburn was the center fielder. Can't tell from here if that is him. Drop third strike before he can get out of the box. Camden Burke was tagged out by the catcher for the first out.
Now batting, 0-0.
All 7 of Walker Smith's outs recorded so far in the last 3 innings have been strikeouts.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive, right? I mean, he hasn't been in the game that long, first of all. And to have that many strikeouts shows how effective he's been.
First pitch to Beckner Dupree, up over his head for a ball.
But you're just wondering maybe if Jefferson was able to lay down a successful bunt or move a guy over, who knows. But now at this point, you have 1 out already, so that kind of hurts. You'd love Dupree to get like an extra base hit. That would put you in the best situation here.
Next pitch was outside for ball 2.
And he certainly has the ability to do so. So, I mean, he had the triple earlier.
2-0. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
But it seems like so far that they're pretty much off balance when it comes to Smith. So, I mean, who knows? Smedic's going good out there on the mound. We might see another pitch count before we see this one end. Who knows, though?
Maybe. 2-1 is going to be fouled back over the press box. It's a 2-2 count, 1 out, and 5-5. Bottom of the 7th now. Extra innings. Next pitch is outside, runs the count full for ball 3. Winner of this game is your District 6 champions, goes on to the state tournament. The loser plays Moorfield tomorrow to try to get the runner-up spot. And this is a base hit right back up the middle for Beckner Dupree. Again, Jefferson has the winning run on first.
Now batting, number
Austin Corey comes up. He had a single for an RBI in his first at-bat and drew a walk last time up. Swing and a miss at the first pitch. It'll be Trenton Smedick in the on-deck circle, who's done great on the mound and tied things up with a 2 RBI single in the 4th inning.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great spot in the lineup. Corey's had some big moments. Smedick's had some great moments. Dupree obviously getting on here. So I feel like these guys are going to at least put the ball in play and challenge.
Corey took strike 2. Smith readies again. This is fouled off towards third base.
You can just put one in the gap. I mean, that would possibly even score the game-winning run with the speed on the base path. So
here's the 0-2. Strike 3 called. That's 8 strikeouts for Walker Smith.
Easier said than done with how good Walker Smith's been on the mound. So, I mean, Smedick, how many times has he come up throughout this area in district tournament and came through with a huge clutch hit? So, if anybody's going to do it, I feel like for Jefferson in this moment, it's big number 87. I mean, he's been great so far.
First pitch will be outside. Off-speed pitch. Back near Dupree, sits on first. Here's the 1-0. And it'll be ball 2. Smedick drew a walk in his first at-bat and had that game-tying 2 RBI single in the 4th inning. He'll take ball 3.
Yeah, very patient, good at-bat so far. Not trying to do too much with any of his at-bats. He did have a big swing earlier, but other than that, he sat in here on a 3-0 count.
And there's the 3-0, and he'll watch strike 1 go by.
Yeah, it was a close pitch. It could have been ball 4 possibly even, but it just barely came across that inside corner, it looked like. So
Smith readies the 3-1, and that'll be ball 4. Smedick gets on. The winning run moves up to second base.
Good at bat, and he did what he had to do. Now I wonder, they're going to come talk to Smith a little bit, just his teammates, it looks like. We're going to get a pinch runner. So, or maybe even courtesy with him being a pitcher. I don't know if that's how it works, but last guy to get the out since everybody's got a hit. So,
yeah, I guess that gives you a little more speed because of a potential force out at second base.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Smedick, has definitely proven abilities to get on base and stuff like that, but you get a little bit more speed out there. I like the move.
Lucas Jordan will swing and miss at the first pitch. I feel like I said that for almost every batter that's come up lately against Walker Smith.
Yeah.
Swing and miss at the first pitch.
He's been great, for sure. And
here's the 0-1, and that'll be looked at for strike 2. Another opportunity for Smith to keep this game going to an 8th inning. There's the 0-2. That'll be outside for a ball. Lucas Jordan, 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout.
He had some good plays early in the game on the defensive side for this Jefferson team, so he's a big reason why it's 5-5.
1-2, called strike 3. 9 outs in a row that have been recorded by Walker Smith have all been strikeouts for 9 total on the night. And with that, we go to inning number 8. Still tied at 5 in the District 6 Little League Championship. This is Little League Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We'll be back in 1 minute.
WVU Medicine is pleased to have physical medicine and rehabilitation, neurosurgery, and neurology all in one place at the WVU Rockefeller Neuroscience Institute Martinsburg Clinics, located in a custom-designed suite on the 3rd floor of the WVU Medicine Spring Mills Medical Office Building at 61 Campus Drive. We look forward to welcoming patients at this larger location in Spring Mills. For more information about the WVU Rockefeller Neuroscience Institute Martinsburg Clinics, call 304-596-5038.
Welcome to CMA's Honda of Winchester, where you can drive an award-winning lineup of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, Accords, Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and more at CMA's Honda of Winchester. Owners just care more. Welcome to CMA's Honda of Winchester, where you can drive an award-winning lineup of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, Accords, Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and more at CMA's Honda of Winchester. Owners just care more.
We come to the 8th inning now. The second full extra inning that we've reached. Still tied at 5 in the 10-12 All-Stars District 6 Championship. Here in the state of West Virginia, Jefferson and Mineral County tied at 5.
I saw the umpires talking to both teams' managers. I thought maybe something was going to... Yeah, here we go. Runner goes on second.
Yeah.
I was waiting for it to actually happen.
I was waiting for it too. So now that we've reached the 8th inning, a runner start on second base, just as you see in the major leagues when the first extra inning starts.
It smells like somebody hit a skunk or something.
Definitely, that's a skunk. That's an unmistakable smell there.
Yeah, so that's great. But hey,
you never know what you get at Oatsdale Park as Eversole tries the bunt, misses the ball.
It adds to the vibe, Dylan, you know?
Yeah.
It's a new challenge for these teams out there.
And he'll miss the bunt attempt again, a second time. So Mineral County trying to get that go-ahead run over to third, not able to do it on the first 2 tries.
I mean, it may even be worth trying it again, honestly. Because if you can get him to third...
And he'll not square around this time. He'll check his swing for ball 1.
Yeah, I mean, maybe not the best idea, but I don't hate it if you do get him to third. Cause
swing and miss, strike 3. Another strikeout for Trenton Smedick.
Now batting.
It's his 4th strikeout in his 3rd inning of work.
The relief pitching has been unreal. So for these guys to come in these situations and obviously pitch their way out of pitching tomorrow, but also come through in a huge way. And now, again, Mineral County just trying to get that runner to third. But
another bunt attempt, this time by Colin Murphy. Another one that's missed.
With 1 out, it kind of seems a little bit less meaningful because then you're probably giving up an out. Mm-hmm. But again, this is Little League, so you never know. There may be a defensive error, and then you win the game on that bunt.
Yep.
Who knows? So
another one that was another bunt attempt fouled off this time.
But
so another 0-2. This is going to be hit on the ground. This is good enough compared to a bunt. Safe at first. As Camden Burke fielded it himself and tried to beat the runner to the bag, and he wasn't able to do it. It's an infield single for Colin Murphy.
Wow, what a play by Murphy. I mean, for him to beat that out, pretty impressive stuff. And again, he did enough with the contact to send it hard down the line, made it a tough play and good speed.
Squaring around the bunt. Isaiah Lopez, the number 12 hitter. Catcher's indifference. The runner's going to go and steal second base, so now it's runners on second and third.
Yeah, and that run very important because in this situation it's not a winning run at third.
There's a bunt attempt. It's going to be fouled back, though.
It's a lead run, so you can get a base hit here and score 2 possibly, and that gives you that insurance run for the bottom half of the inning. So, yeah, you definitely like that if you're Mineral, but now you're going to swing away, I would presume.
The 1-1's taken for a ball.
I'm sorry, you only had 1 strike. So you can still try to bunt if you want.
Lopez has a single and a walk in his 2 at-bats. Here's the 2-1 from Smedic. Outside for ball 3.
But yeah, I mean, they've been good at the small ball, and we know Jefferson's had some defensive miscues, so anything put in play is probably good enough to score, depending on your speed at third.
Purdue has had some speed. Here's a 3-1. Taken for strike 2. So again, we're tied at 5. Runners on second and third for Mineral County here in the top of the 8th.
If you're Lopez, you can't go down looking here. So anything close, you got to take a hack.
The payoff pitch from Smedic. And it bounces and gets past. Here comes the run home, and easily scoring will be Purdue. The ball got away from Lucas Jordan behind the plate after it bounced in front of the plate. So Mineral County takes a 6-5 lead.
That's tough. I mean, that's possibly the second time today that we've seen a team take a lead that could win the game on a wild pitch or pass ball. So there's still just 1 out.
Yep, first pitch taken by Kite for a ball.
So Mineral has some great chances to possibly add on to this 1-run lead.
Yep, runners on the corners again. Still 1 out, squaring around a bunt and pulling it back after the ball is outside.
You're back to the top of the order as well. So
it's a 3rd inning of work for Smedic. That walk was his first one he's allowed. And now here comes Jefferson, the coach out of the dugout.
Yeah, I think it's going to maybe be it for Smedic, or at least get very close to it. He's been pretty much a closer throughout this tournament, so it's a lot of pitches for a guy that doesn't typically work maybe 1 or 2 innings. But I think also in the middle of that bat, they may not want to take him out, so hey, we'll see if he can get out of it, keep this to just a 1-run lead, and then, again, Jefferson will have that runner on second as well, so in some ways it speeds it up, but it could also extend it even more depending on the strategy from the Jefferson side and what the score is. But, of course, it does at least put a runner in scoring position right away. So
Smedic looks the third, now looks in. Squaring around still is Kite, and he misses on the bunt attempt again. And going down from first to second, again, a steal on the catcher's indifference. That'll be Lopez.
Yeah, again, it feels like these bunt attempts are at least throwing off the defense.
This is hit into shallow center field, tagging up after Bush makes the catch. And thrown out at the plate is Murphy. What a throw by Jason Bush Jr.
Well, the inning wasn't over. There's only 2 outs. So everybody started running off the field.
No, there's 3 outs. There was 1 out, second out on the catch, third out on the throw.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, what are we doing here?
There was confusion on the field, you're for sure. So
yeah, you're right, Dylan.
Confusion on the field, but a double play. The ball was hit in the shallow center, and what a throw by Jason Bush Jr.
What is going on here? There's 3 outs.
Yeah, I don't know.
He caught the ball and he got him at home. Now, I wasn't honestly sure if he got that tag, but hey, home plate umpire is the best view of it, so they're not going to
I'm not. Yeah, I think that would be the only discussion to have, is whether the tag was made in time. So we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Mineral County was able to get a go-ahead run on the board, but the huge play by Bush Jr. keeps the lead, keeps the deficit at just 1. So we'll see what Jefferson can do with 3 outs to go after this 1-minute break. This is Little League Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
WVU Medicine is pleased to have physical medicine and rehabilitation, neurosurgery, and neurology all in one place at the WVU Rockefeller Neuroscience Institute Martinsburg Clinics, located in a custom-designed suite on the 3rd floor of the WVU Medicine Spring Mills Medical Office Building at 61 Campus Drive. We look forward to welcoming patients at this larger location in Spring Mills. For more information about the WVU Rockefeller Neuroscience Institute Martinsburg Clinics, call 304-596-5038.
Welcome to CMA's Honda of Winchester, where you can drive an award-winning lineup of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, Accords, Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and more at CMA's Honda of Winchester. Owners just care more. Welcome to CMA's Honda of Winchester, where you can drive an award-winning lineup of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, Accords, Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and more at CMA's Honda of Winchester. Owners just care more.
Mineral County took a 1-run lead in the top of the 8th here. Extra innings. Jefferson comes up. Runners on second to start the inning now that we're this deep into extras. Our second extra inning. It'll be Leighton Carney to start things out. Alston Corey is the runner on second, as he was the last out made by Jefferson. That was not pitcher or catcher.
Right, I'm not sure
well,
if he can run because he was the courtesy runner.
And
now they're just going to put the catcher on second, so I don't know. So I think since he was the courtesy runner, that's why they had to put the catcher on.
That makes sense to me. So now it is Lucas Jordan out there, the catcher. He was the last out. Bunt laid down, but hit foul by Carney. So Jefferson has to drive in that run from second base to keep the game alive for themselves. It'll be the 10, 11, 12 hitters. Or excuse me, 11, 12, and 1 hitters. Here's the 0-1. Swing and miss. Walker Smith, 9 strikeouts since coming in with 2 outs in the 4th inning.
I mean, it's been a great game. Jefferson battled back from...
And make it 10 strikeouts, but it's drop third strike, throw down. The catcher makes the play. On a bounce, the catch is made over at first base by Riggleman. But that tying run's moving to third base with 1 out.
Yeah, so you still did your job in some ways. Not the ideal way of doing it, but it worked out. But yeah, this is a 5-1 Mineral County lead. Now it's a 6-5 game. So it's the way they come back and force extras, and now they still have a shot to win it. So great game.
And that's a wild pitch or pass ball, and there's going to be no play at the plate. Jefferson ties the game at 6. Just like that. That was the first pitch to Braden Kearns.
Wow. I mean, just that's all you can really say. Again, Jefferson got that runner to third, but a wild pitch or whatever the case may be.
1-0 line drive just past the diving glove of the shortstop. That was Colin Murphy, who's been moved into shortstop after Noel moved to center.
Noel's kind of had some issues over there, so they moved Murphy into short, changing up the defense a little bit maybe to try to help things out. But here's Bush, who right now could be like a real hero because, look, he's came in, he pitched well enough to keep them in the game.
And let's take note.
He made an amazing play in center field, and now he could walk it off.
Yeah.
At least extend the inning.
Here's the first pitch. The Bush line drive right back up the middle. Past Smith. Seeing eye single for Jason Bush Jr. Keeps the inning going. It's the winning run is once again on second base for Jefferson. And the point that I was about to make, as Walker Smith has given up 2 straight singles. Not really something we usually have to say for a guy that came in the 4th inning. He's at 78 pitches.
Yeah.
Well, as good as he's been, he's only got a few more pitches to work with before he has to come out. And this pitch is taken for strike 1 by Lowry.
I mean, he's almost thrown, a quality start in the MLB at the very least. So
that's his 79th pitch. And the next pitch is going to be fouled off.
Yeah, no, he's been really good. I think even if you end up losing this thing, you can't really take anything away from Smith's performance out there on the mound.
It's a 1-1 count to Lowry. This is taken outside for a ball.
Because without his strikeouts, Jefferson was battling back. They were right back in the game. He calmed things down a good bit, so see, can Jefferson win it?
This is going to be hit up in the air, foul territory, right field. Just barely not able to dive and make the play as a right fielder. I'm going to assume that's Cage Blackburn having moved from center to right. It's Colin Murphy moved from right to shortstop.
Right, and then, of course, that is definitely Noel out there in center. So, yeah, I would guess that is correct. It's almost impossible to read these numbers with the yellow on white.
Yeah. So it's a 2-2 count now, and we'll get a time called. So again, runners on first and second for Jefferson. The winning run on second base as we're tied 6-6 in the 8th inning of the District 6 Little League Championship. But another strikeout for Smith. Goes down swinging. Does Jake Lowry, his 2nd time striking out in 2 plate appearances against Smith. That is the 10th strikeout for Walker Smith.
Right when it feels like you're going to maybe see a walk-off or things come to a close, you see a swing and a miss. So
and I got to recount there, give Walker Smith some credit. That's 11 strikeouts. And that's a ball.
Don't take any of those away from him.
Right, and with that pitch being number 84 and this one being 85, this will be the last batter that Smith faces. We'll see if he can get out of the inning. Here's the 1-0 to Cole Willis. It's going to be a foul ball. Cole Willis has struck out twice in his last 2 at-bats, grounded out in his first one. Number 3 hitter in the order for Jefferson. 1-1. It'll be a foul ball. Back towards the backstop for strike 2. So this will be the last hitter. Walker Smith faces out of the bullpen. In his 5th inning of work, he only had to face 1 out in the 4th inning, and there's strike 3, but it's dropped. Throw to first is made. 12 strikeouts for Walker Smith out of the bullpen. That'll be his last batter faced. And now we'll go to the 9th inning, tied at 6. Take a 1-minute break. And we'll continue with the District 6 championship game on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Welcome back to Gold Nation Buffet. I'm Ryan, and I'm so excited to show you guys the hibachi station. It's phenomenal. Check this out. What's incredible about the hibachi station? You can use this screen system, choose everything from your meats to your sides to pho, ramen, and so much more right here. And they'll build it for you right on down here at the station. And boom, there you go. All those requested ingredients fresh on the plate and ready to go. Come on down here, Golden Nation Buffet, for their incredible hibachi station. We'll see you soon.
Back here for the top of the 9th inning. in this Little League 10-12 District 6 championship game. Dylan Bishop and Nick Verzolini here, Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Trenton Smetic still on the mound. This is going to be hit into shallow left field, running over and making the play is the shortstop, Jake Lowry, for out number 1.
Now batting, number 22, Walker Smith.
This is hit into the air, deep, and that's out of here. First pitch that Walker Smith sees is a 2-run bomb. He's done on the mound, but he's not done at the plate. Mineral County takes a 2-run lead.
I mean, player of the game. if they win, obviously, but wow, that was a shot. I mean, that was a no doubt home run to deep center field, and I mean, just it feels like a huge hit because not only does it give you the lead, but it also gives you a little bit of insurance, which is
Lance Noel will line a base hit on the first pitch he sees as well. How about that?
Yeah, that was amazing. I mean, like I said, gives you that insurance, gives you the lead. So, you know, Jefferson having, of course, the runner on second, usually you can get 1 run, but if you can add to that lead a little bit, it really does give you a great chance to pull this one off. But they will have to find a new pitcher, so that's something to consider as well.
Well, if they're able to pull off this win, it's the last pitcher they'll need before the state tournament. So
it's true.
And go to whoever you have.
And I'm sure, you know, they could go starter if they wanted somebody that's
right. Yeah, I would. Yeah, if it were me, I'd say go with whoever you were planning on starting in the runner-up game if you needed them.
Right. And I mean, Walker Smith probably one of their starters as well.
Right.
So, burn through them if you need to, because you want to end this thing, obviously. And hey, you're 3 outs away from the state tournament, and obviously they like to add some more runs for whoever that pitcher ends up being.
It's a 3-1 count to Cage Blackburn from Smetic.
And for Jefferson, I mean, it's just been, a crazy game, and how they started defensively feels like a big reason for this situation, but also Mineral County's consistently put the ball in play, and the power was very impressive.
Ball 4. 2 runners on. Mineral County, the 2-run lead on the 2-run home run by Walker Smith. That'll bring up Colin Riggleman. This is hit on the ground. Smetic easily makes the play at first for the second out. The runners get to advance the second and third, though.
Yeah, good play by Smetic, the pitcher. Anytime you have your pitcher able to come off the mound and play, the ball defensively and make a good play for his team, that's always good to see. So, 2 outs now, and if you can hold it to just a 2-run lead, again, you could answer with a home run. You never know what's going to happen in the bottom half of the inning. So,
first pitch to Sechrist will be fouled off.
3 or 4-run lead, it's going to be that much tougher. I mean, again, you never really know if they can score 4. We can score 4. That's what you always tell them in the locker room. So
yeah. 0-1, taken for a ball.
Or I guess dugout in this case.
Smetic readies, throws. Hit on the ground to third. Throw across the diamond by Cole Willis for the third out. But Walker Smith hits a 2-run bomb to put Mineral County up 8-6. So we go to the bottom of the ninth. Jefferson needs 2 to keep themselves alive in the District 6 championship game. This is Little League Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna call my parents. Dad, come over. The brisket's done.
The Traeger Connected Experience. Everything you need for epic flavor. And then some.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
Mother Shuckers. Fresh Florida stone crab straight from the boat to your throat. Blue crabs, king, snow, Dutchness, all available year-round. Try and find that anywhere else around here. Homemade soup specials every day. Mother Shuckers is located at 1014 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Mother Shuckers, we have an opinion. If you don't like it, shuck it up, Buttercup. Come on over to Mother Shuckers.
Kason Kite will be the new pitcher on for Mineral County, moving from second base to the pitcher's mound. Colin Murphy moves from short to second. Walker Smith goes back to shortstop where he started the game. And for Jefferson, it'll be the 4, 5, 6 hitters, Bentley DeLauder, Anderson Didion, and Camden Burke, trying to at least get 2 runs up on the board to keep themselves alive here in extra innings. And it should be Cole Willis that comes out to second base. And it will be, as I see him over there talking to his coach around the third base box. So it ends up being, well, let's do the math here, 4 1/3 innings for Walker Smith. He only gets up 4 hits and 1 run, strikes out 12.
That's an unreal performance. I mean, that many strikeouts, the 2-run home run, which wasn't, just a home run that barely made it over the wall either, is a no-doubter to deep center field. So that was amazing. But, I mean, Jefferson can, they get the runner on to start the inning. So once you get into this part of the game, it gets a little weird because, yes, again, like it can speed up the game, but also it gives you more opportunities to possibly extend the game. So it's definitely a home field advantage at this point with the runner starting on the base pass. I mean, both teams obviously get that opportunity, but Jefferson knows how many they need to score. Where maybe the Mineral approach, even though they have the 2-run home run, is let's just get at least 1 run across here.
The 2-0. Strike 1 called.
So in this situation, Jefferson's not going to probably bunt that runner over to third, but on the other side, you might bunt that guy to start off the inning just so you say, okay, let's at least get a run here.
2-1. DeLauder's going to foul it back.
We're in the 4, 5, 6 hitters, so you would presume some power for Jefferson.
Hasn't been a great day for those guys in the order, though.
No, that's true. And they've struggled a little bit. I feel like in both tournaments, honestly. I don't remember a whole lot from this part of the lineup.
Check swing, they'll go down, and he went around, says the first base umpire. Strikeout for the first batter that Kason Kite faces. Jefferson down to their last 2 outs to get 2 runs now. And Bentley DeLauder, Anderson Didion, and Camden Burke are the 3 up, and they've yet to get a hit today. This is hit on the ground to shortstop. Walker Smith throws. It bounces past the first baseman. 1 run's going to score. Didion's going to make it the second. The lead's cut in half. It's 8-7.
I mean, that's tough because, Smith's been playing, obviously, on the mound. He's thrown 85 pitches or plus in relief. Then you have to go back to shortstop. where, maybe your arm's a little bit sore. I think that probably plays a little bit of a factor in that play there where it looked like he short hopped the first baseman a little bit. So
Camden Burke will look at strike one. So now it's the tying run on second base with one out.
Yeah, again, this one's far from over with a runner on second and just one out.
Here's the 0-1. Hit back up the middle. Base hit.
That's good.
Noel. Here comes the runner home. And he stops.
Probably the right decision, honestly, because Noel made a pretty good throw, but
Noel,
he kind of hesitated on his
did.
throw. So I was like,
did.
If you send him, maybe you can get it. But the throw was great, so I think they would have got him out at the plate. So now Jefferson can walk it off of a Dupree single here, most likely. I mean,
could.
I don't know about your speed and depending on the throw home, but
you just saw Noel has a great arm out there. The tying run's on third. The winning run is on second. It's one out for Jefferson. Like Beckner Dupree at the plate.
They're going to intentionally walk.
Yep. Dupree has a 2 RBI triple and a single in 3 at-bats so far in this one. So they'll bring up Austin Corey, although Corey started his game off with an RBI single in his first at-bat. But since then, a walk and a strikeout looking.
Yeah, I mean, well-hit ball's going to win the game for you here, I feel like. Single may not do it because they are playing kind of up.
First pitch is taken for a strike. Here's the 0-1. Foul ball over the first base dugout. It's Didion on third base. It's Burke on second. It's Dupree on first. 0-2 count for Austin Corey against Kason Kite. This is hit in the right field. And tagging up is going to be Didion. Here's the throw to the plate. He was late tagging up, and now he's caught in a rundown. Catcher, throw back to third base. They're going to call him safe at third. And I'll be honest, I thought he was out from here, although I don't have a good angle, admittedly.
Yeah, I kind of got a pole in my way, so I don't want to say for certain, but yeah, it was a close play.
My angle, I can't see exactly when the foot touched the base. But, boy, from here, I thought he had him, and I thought the game was over.
Yeah, they're going to appeal. So, I mean, you could see an overturn here, but overall, again, advantage probably to the guy that's right there, right?
Yeah, this is a tough way for this then for Jefferson on an appeal also.
Yeah, I don't see them overturning it unless, hey, he says, I definitely saw he was out or whatever. They're going to go most likely to the guy that's right there. And that's probably the right call. So, again, was it possibly maybe a wrong call live? I don't know for certain, but
the thing for Jefferson is Didion came off the bag, and he was not on third base as soon as Noel caught the ball.
Right, and it was a really good throw. Well, it was a right fielder, I believe. Right?
Or yes, you're right, the right fielder, Blackburn.
Yeah, but it was a great throw from Blackburn. I think, even though you probably have to tag in that situation,
Well, here's Trenton Smetic. The ball gets away, but not enough for Didion to come home. So it's a 2-0 count now.
I mean, imagine the nerves for Mineral County right now.
So here we go. Still, after all of that, tying run on third, winning run on second, bases loaded. Now it's 2 outs. Jefferson needs something here to keep the game alive, to keep it going. Here's ball 3. 1 pitch away from walking in the tying run is Kite.
That'd be crazy. Or if one hands over for Smetic, he could win the game for you.
3-0, strike one.
Right decision there to hold off, even though it was a good pitch, I think, to hit. I mean, obviously you don't want to ground out or something to end the game. So
Kite looks into his catcher, takes the sign. Here's the pitch to Smetic. He's going to hit it on the ground towards Kite. It's going to be a tough play for Smith. Throw over to first. Play is made into the glove of Colin Riggleman. And down to the wire in 9 innings. Mineral County is your District 6 champions.
Jefferson's trying to argue that Riggleman was possibly off the bag. Again, we don't have a great view of it from up here.
It looked fine to me.
Yeah, I would agree. But at that point, you're just kind of hoping for one last little appeal there to try to. But I mean, what a game! Two teams that just battled, and battled some more. And I mean, it was a great game. You had some close plays there at the end. You had both teams fighting until the very last out, which is all you can really ask for at this level. And for Mineral County, I mean, they get the best of Jefferson here today. They're headed to the state tournament. Jefferson's season's not over either. So while it feels like such a tough way to lose, they still got tomorrow night where they have a good opportunity. Both teams will be playing a great game. So looking forward to it, Dylan. We don't have much time left, but
all right,
we gotta try to wrap it up.
So we don't have to do anything extra over to the studio. Let's just give our player of the game, presented by Rocks Local Markets with convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle, fast, fresh, friendly Rocks. It's got to be Walker Smith.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, Walker Smith was phenomenal, pitching 12 strikeouts and 4 2/3 or whatever it was, and the home run to win it. So, yeah, he's the player of the game. Great game on both sides, and looking forward to tomorrow night.
Yep, and with that, we'll say goodnight from Oatsdale Park. We'll be back here at 8 o'clock tomorrow for Jefferson and Moorfield to see who will be the runner-up and also go to the state tournament. For Nick Verzolini, I'm Dylan Bishop. Colin McLaughlin back in the studio. This has been Little League Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Hope you have a good rest of your Tuesday night.
We thank you for listening to live play-by-play coverage of Little League All-Star Baseball. Little League All-Star Baseball is a special sports broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR, Martinsburg. All rights reserved.